athletes come from just so many different backgrounds. Some come from broken homes, some come from great homes. Some of them have, you know, parents were making six figures, while some of them may be sending their checks home to make sure mom can cut the lights on. And so for me, it's like understanding that each student athlete is different. It's just going back to that. And I think that's where the disconnect is when those students come to college, is that we just see them as, what can they do for us? And I don't want to say all institutions do that, but at the end of the day, I mean, college athletics is money. Everybody is having to pay their bills, feed their children, put a roof over their heads, and it's all because of the student athletes. Like, I wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for our students. And so that's cool and all, but like, you also have to realize these are 17 and 18-year-olds whose parents trusted us to take care of them. And so, yes, we're going to get them strong. Yes, we're going to get them smart, but I also want to make sure that they have a good head on their shoulders and are good human beings. And so I think the disconnect there is that a lot of times, because you see so many student athletes or so many students, you just start to look at them as like a number and not like the individual anymore. Because it feels like a lie. If I'm talking to 60 students, do I know every 60 students' name? No, but I'm going to make it a mission to know the 60 students' names and know what they like and what they're core about, all that stuff, so that later on in the years, when I'm doing a workshop, I can say, hey, Tristan, you remember how you talked about family? Tell me how you're utilizing that, or how you're walking into that purpose now. How are you utilizing that with your teammates? Do you see your teammates as your family? Would you go through a wall for them? Like, just things like that. Now you're like, oh, shoot, Crystal remembers that? She cares a little bit more. And that's going to make them a little bit more vulnerable to tell you stuff, or to even be more receptive to like do things that you ask them to do. So I love where I work, because that's what we do. We put the student first. Like, you're an athlete, and we know you're probably going to go pro and you're going to do this and make lots of money. But while you're here, like, let's really get to see the depths of who you are. And so I think that's why our students love our office so much, because we see them. Like, I see you.